Happy Tuesday, everyone. It is so nice outside. I mean, it's like almost 100% humidity, but it's 68 degrees. You can hear the cicadas and the birds and the trucks and buses. But we're walking to the office. Today, the bus driver was a little late, so I've already gotten my 15-minute warning, and usually I am further on, so I might get there a little later than usual, but I'm always plenty early, so it's fine. I just would like to be earlier. I like to settle in, and I don't know who I'm going to be working with in the office, who the security guard is, anything, but we're in the sign zone, so bye. I'll see you later. Hello again. You just saw me, I guess, but walking back from the office. It is 8:47, which is crazy. I would be done dropping Jax off at middle school this time last year, but I won't normally be leaving this late. It's just when I found out they were going to have a fire alarm at 8:35. My shift is technically 7:30 to 8:30, but I can leave early if it's quiet. I decided to stay and hear it and just walk out then. So I gave them my visitor badge before it went off. They did make an announcement, so it wasn't a surprise to the kids. I just let them know right before it was going to go off, since it was the very first one of the year. And yeah, got to hear it and walk out with the office staff. I'm walking up that big hill, and that just, my heart issues, it makes my heart start beating really crazy. So it's hard to talk. But it was a good shift. They do not have their system set up yet. Normally we were able to use a little scanner and scan student IDs in the school app to sign kids in, or we have like printouts of the younger kids. We don't know their passwords, so we could sign them in that way. So we don't have that yet. The older kids are able to type in their passwords, but it still won't print out a light slip. So I was doing the old school pink slips to bring to your teacher for everybody, and writing down everybody else on the list that we didn't have logged into the one working iPad. So hopefully they get that fixed. But we did get a new batch of the printouts for this year of all the younger kids, so we can scan those. And I was hole punching when I decided to wait a little while. We live by an airport, so every video has airplanes in it. Alright, I'm almost home. I think I'm gonna be doing the lunch shift tomorrow. They did get people hired, but it takes a really long time to get into the county system if you didn't already work there. So one of the staff, the one staff that's staying, she's all alone. So I'll be there tomorrow. I said, which do you need more help, today or tomorrow? So I'll be there tomorrow. Get to see all the kids. Yay!
Ready to learn means following rules in all of it. Bathrooms. Take care of it like it's your own. If something is happening in the bathroom that shouldn't be happening, the problem is over time, you get sick. The other thing is, for many of you, you cannot try.
Hi. So this morning I had seen a post by the high school PTSO. It's PTA, but they include students, and then I guess they say organization instead of association. So yeah, it's basically the PTA. I saw a post saying that it was school picture day for the high school for today, tomorrow, and Thursday, and they needed volunteers. It's a very normal thing. Normally there's like a sign-up sheet and you sign up for a couple hours. A lot of times the photo companies will give you a credit, and the post did say you could get a $25 credit. I don't really care about that. I don't think Jax wants a picture, but there was like no times. I didn't know what to do. I posted, do you have times? And the PTA president texted me back and said, they just say all day. I'm like, oh, okay. And they wanted 2 or 3 people per day, but I have no idea if there's anybody already there because it's no sign-up sheet. So I called the school after I ate second breakfast. I had waffles at the bus stop, toaster waffles, and then I had a bowl of fruit. So when I finished my bowl of fruit, it was like 10:30. I called the high schools, like, I know they need some volunteers. Do you still need some for today? And they're like, yeah, nobody's there, so that'd be great. So yeah, I showed up there probably like 10-15 minutes later, and yeah, I did picture day. You saw when we had to take a little break because there was an assembly for the entire 9th grade on rules and expectations. I said hi to the principal on the way out because he was the last one packing up his computer. And yeah, it was like middle school picture day when I volunteered for that, where it didn't feel super necessary, though they claim it was super necessary, and they were sad that I had to leave because the bus is going to be here soon. I was like, I just want to be home for when my kid gets home from school. So they have one more mad rush, and it's probably their biggest rush, coming at them very soon, but it's mostly just sending the kids to a line because they just want to clump up in one line, and then the other photographers have nothing to do, so it's just directing traffic. But they all tend to come like 3 classes at once, and then there'll be nothing for 40 minutes. So they were good. They were good people, and it was just fun to chat, I guess. But yeah, I just made a pretty common lunch for me. I don't have any veggies because I just had a big bowl of fruit earlier. I found some almonds in my purse about an hour ago, and I'm like, oh my god, I've got almonds. I'm saved, because my stomach was gonna start growling so loud. So I'm gonna eat, and then I'm assuming homework. I'm gonna plug my phone in because she's getting low. Because we've been out and about. But oh, and tomorrow, yeah, lunch. I'm doing lunch. So it suddenly turned into a very volunteer-y week, but that's okay. That's okay. I think a lot of the staff that saw me at the high school think I work for the photo company because my hair was covering the thing that said volunteer, but I don't think that they would necessarily notice that it said that instead of, I think the photographer's one said meeting. They didn't have an appropriate category. So they're gonna see me on back to school night and they're like, oh, you were at the picture company. The same thing happened when I was at the high school breakfast. There's nothing to indicate that I was with the catering company, just that I was told to go wait with the catering and then bring them in. So I guess that's understandable. And then somebody else was like, oh, you're a staff member. I'm like, no, I'm just a clueless volunteer. I just try to look like I belong where I'm standing, no matter where I am, because that makes me feel better. All right, I gotta eat. I'm running out of time. It is bedtime. I just got out of the bath, so it was a long day. I've talked to you throughout most of it, but yeah, I was already feeling tired because of school starting up, getting back on the 5:30 a.m. wake-ups, almost back-to-back periods. Like, that's how it feels like if your period is only 2 weeks. So I'm like, they already make me tired, but So just a quick recap. It was my normal office day. I asked about their cafeteria status, and they're like, oh, glad you asked, because we do have new people, but it takes a really long time for the county to get them in the system so that they can actually get paid if they show up. So we've been asking the staff to cover just like a volunteer, sign up every day, and we're pretty low on the next 2 days. There's only 2 more days in the week. Friday's a holiday day off, holiday weekend. So I'm like, I can come in, just tell me which day. The principal came in right then and she chatted with us about it, and she said tomorrow, Wednesday, would be the day that they had the least amount of coverage according to they have site-based subs, so the availability of them. The site-based subs, they can come in for a full day if needed, but mostly they pop in and out of various classes when teachers have meetings for like IEPs or whatnot. So sometimes they're able to cover. She did say that they need, I don't want to say her name, the poor girl who is the last one left over from last year's crew. She's stuck washing all the tables. It's a big job. Usually there's at least 2 of the 3 of us would be, I guess I say us like I'm wrong, but from my perspective, when I'm one of the 3, 2 out of the 3 of us would be cleaning tables when a grade leaves, because they're supposed to leave staggered, but it can all happen at once if somebody comes early and somebody comes late to get their class. And then the other person is just monitoring and getting the garbage, and there's a lot of garbage going out as classes get up, so I feel for her. So I'm gonna give her a day where her shift is a little easier. I will work my booty off for her. She's very sweet. And yeah, so I said, sure, put me down for that. Came home, and as I said, I had a bowl of fruit, second breakfast, and I had started getting messages from the PTA at the high school. The president has my cell, so she answered my Facebook question of do they have hours and stuff directly, and then I think the VP, she messaged me through Facebook. And so I just decided, since I didn't know, and I have something on the books for tomorrow, I was just going to call the school. So as I said, I called the school and they didn't have any, so I committed. I said, okay, I'll be there for as long as I can until the school bus confirmed where I could park, which I did. I was able to do it, but they had so much marked off that I didn't know how to get out. The only spot I saw that wasn't roped off to get out of the parking lot again was the way I came in, and it said do not exit, enter only. I literally couldn't find anything, so I had to back up and go out that way. So next time I'm gonna have to ask about that, because I didn't understand it. But everything went well. I wish I could have stayed longer. I did want to be home for homework, and that was good. Sebastian got homework done super fast. Did need slight keep on track, but was motivated to go out and play. And I was able to eat lunch, which I desperately needed. But they did have one final block, which is the classes are divided up into long blocks, and there's 4 per day. They're so long that you have your lunch during one of the blocks plus the class. So they had so many classes scheduled for the last block. I'm like, I'm so sorry, but they were all so nice and such a diverse group of guys. There's just 4 of them, 3 photographers and like an admin dude. The admin dude was maybe a couple of years older than me. We were talking pop culture and stuff, so we could tell. And some of the other 2 said one of the guys didn't talk, and that's cool. He was reading and stuff. Totally cool. Seemed nice anyway. But then the ones that we were chatting with, one was like 18 and one was 28. But, I gotta say goodnight. It's getting too late. Good night. Stay safe. Be kind. And I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget, wash your hands.